digital products. I believe that you can all hear me. For the purpose of data privacy, this meeting is being recorded so that you are aware. So by joining shows that you comply or you permit me to record the meeting. Yes, so we are looking at Selar. I'm sure a lot of us have heard about Selar at different points in time. And sometimes we really do not know what Selar is or what opportunity it affords us um, as digital products sellers. So I mean, as a way of introduction, I tried Googling what a digital product is, and Google says a digital product is a non-physical item or service that exists in a digital format and is delivered electronically to a customer. Okay, I'd like to confirm that you can see my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, uh, I would love to get a feedback on that. Can you
Yes,
see my
I'm seeing
screen?
the screen.
All right, that's great. Okay, that's great. All right, so that's what a digital product is. Any item that you cannot see, you cannot touch it. Because of course you can see a digital product, although not in a form that you can actually interact with your physical hand. So an examples of digital products are ebooks, online courses, software, or digital arts, music, and the likes. So those are digital products. And the interesting thing is that with a platform like Seller, you can actually use that to sell your digital product. So if you have any of the things I mentioned, you have an ebook, you have an online course, you have a software that you want to put online for sale, you can actually use a platform like Seller to sell it, such that people out there get to know about it. All right, I have a few persons in the waiting lobby. Let me just try and admit them so that yeah, so you're welcome. You're welcome to this edition. Yes, and a quick recap. I talked about what a digital product is. So, and I mentioned that any product that you can't touch with your physical hands. Examples include your ebook, your online courses, software, digital arts, music, and streaming subscriptions. So those are digital products. Yes. All right. So those are digital products, and we're looking at Seller as a platform. So for those of us who do not know how to, who are not familiar with Seller, this is Seller. I mean, if you just go on Google and just type Seller, Selar, you get to see what I mean. This is Seller, the best way to sell digital products online. So you see the catchy word here is digital products. So they're telling you that if you want to sell a digital product, Seller is the best platform to do that, right? And this is an introduction to Seller. If you have never used it before, if you are not familiar with it, this will be a good introduction so that you can actually know how you can maximize it to sell your digital product. So let's say you are a writer, you are a publisher, you create content. You can actually use Seller to sell your product. So this is the platform. Says the best way to sell your digital product online. Seller is your all-in-one e-commerce store builder to sell any kind of digital product or service to anyone anywhere in the world. So you want to sell to anyone in the world. You can actually maximize Seller to get your product out there. So get ready, and you're going to you're going to learn as much as you can. It's pretty much straightforward. It's not anything difficult, right? But you need to understand how it works. So this is the website. I do not own Seller. Uh, as a disclaimer, I do not own Seller, but I've used Seller, and I believe that anyone who wants to put their product out there can actually also use it. So there are several features that the platform gives you. For example, there are affiliates. There's affiliate system whereby you want people to sell your book on your behalf, and you share the profits with them. So that's an affiliate system. They have a multi-currency payment, so they're not just you do not just they do not just receive payments in naira alone. So you can actually receive in US dollars. You can actually receive in with pounds. The list is, you get to see the options here. So you see the options here. So let's look at other features that the platform gives us. You can create a membership for your course. So let's say you create a course and you want people to actually uh, join a membership subscription. You can actually do that with Seller, right? So beyond the membership, you can as well create landing pages as well as integrations. You want people to um, create bookings for an event, or you are a coach, you want to sell a service. You want people to consult you. You can actually create a booking system here. You want to host a masterclass. You want to sell tickets for an event. I mean, there are a lot of features that Seller gives us. However, we will just focus on just one of them, and that's how to sell our digital product. So for case study, you want to sell your book on Seller. That's where this training will be centered on. So for starters, we are going to use, of course, you have to log in. You most likely have to log in to the platform. So because I already have an account on Seller, right? Uh, that is why you did not see the usual login, put your email and password, and we are uh, straight up to the dashboard. So this is my typical dashboard on Seller. So you're able to see the product you have, you're able to see the number of sales, you're able to see the number of customers that you have on the platform. So this is the platform, this is the account I'm going to use to uh, carry out this training. So just get familiar with some of the environments here. So you have the option to go to your home, your sales, check your product out, show love, customers, affiliates. You can create coupon or discounts. You can as well create your landing pages, as well as see your wallets and payouts, integrations, custom mail, settings, billings, and I mean, the list is endless. So there's a lot of value you can actually get from Seller, right? That I want us to have at the back of our mind. So to start with, let's go to this is, I mean, this is where we are going to add the product. But before going forward, I want to be sure that we are all together. Uh, if you can hear me clearly, please
Yes,
kindly.
I can hear you clearly.
All right, you can hear me clearly. Any other person that wants to confirm?
I can hear
I
you
hear you,
clearly.
sir.
All right, great. Let's proceed then. So let's go to all products. So when we come to all products, so we are able to see add product rather. We're able to see the different type of products that you can actually uh, put online. So this is your digital product. Yeah, this is where we are going to sell your knowledge and creativity effortlessly with digital products from ebooks, templates, printables, and more that customers can access instantly. Right. So this is tickets and masterclass. So you want to sell tickets. You have your service you want to put out there, subscription. You have a course. You have a membership. You want to stream something online, flexible subscription, physical products. I mean, beyond digital products, Seller is also trying to migrate into physical products. Yeah, so that's where you have your ball. We are going to digital products. So let's dive in. So so I selected digital products. So this is where we get to put all the information about our digital products. So we are being asked here for product details. So there's an image requirement here. You need an image here. Your image needs to be at least 300 by 300 pixels, preferably a square image. So let's say we want to add an image. All right, so this is the image for this training that we're having. It's not a square image. However, let's see what it does. Okay, so it's already accepted the image. The image is not a square image, but what it will do is that, okay, the image is 1080 by 1350 as against the 300 by 300. So what it will do is that it will crop out the excess parts and just display uh, the square image such that what users will see out there is the square image. So let's do lorem ipsum. Let's try to generate this is not part of Seller, but this is just to generate content that we're going to upload on Seller. So let's say we want uh 500 paragraph document. So Lorem Ipsum will help us generate that. Can you see this? So what you just do is we can just copy. So what I'm doing is in place of let's say you already have an ebook. If you have an ebook that you want to publish already, so you can just use that ebook. So what I now do is I come to this environment. Can you still see kindly confirm what you can see on my screen? Who can?
I can see for you and your court, shop now.
All right. All right, thank you. So this is the Lorem Ipsum. So I already used what I use this platform for is just to generate a dummy um book, and the book has about 50 paragraphs, right? So the next thing I'm going to do here is to name the product. So let's say we're going to name the product Lorem Ipsum. I mean, you could name it your product. You already know the name of your product. It could be a devotional book. It could be a book that talks about how to create content, whatever title your book is. So, but for the purpose of this training, I'm using Lorem Ipsum, right? So that's the name of my product. I want to put this book at 1,000 naira. At 1,000 naira. So if you want to make the book for free, I mean, you want people to have free downloads, you can just put 0 naira. So people just get to download the book for free. I mean, this feature is what you will not find on Amazon, right? You won't find this on Amazon, but you would find it here on Selar. Probably in subsequent months, I will do a training to do a comparison for people who want to sell their books online, to see which one is better for you as a Nigerian, either to sell on Seller or you want to sell on Amazon. Amazing, right? So, but the focus of today is Seller. So we're going to focus on how the benefits, the features, and the opportunities that Seller gives us. So let's say I'm putting this book at. I mean, let's make it free. But of course, you can decide to price your book whatever amount, maybe 10,000 if you feel that that's the value that your product is worth, right? So let me make it 0 naira. So the implication of that is that anybody can actually download the book for free online, right? So I mean, the book is this amount is set to my local currency. So by default, you set the price in your local currency and automatically convert the amount to other currencies on your store page. But if you like to set the fixed price for other currencies, e.g. USD, you can enable this option on your currency setting. So if you go to your currency setting, you can actually, so this is currency setting. So you can, I'm sure you can see this currency setting here. So you can actually set it. So let's say you want to, of course, if you're in Nigeria, Naira works for you. But if you know that you have audience in America or other parts of the world that you want to sell to, you can actually you can actually enable other currencies, then update them such that people can actually so when you do that, you update your details. But let's come back here. Let me see if anyone is in the waiting. I hope no one. Okay, someone was in the waiting room all along. Apologies. I did not get that. I did not hear that notification. Uh, Apologies for keeping you in the waiting room for long. And all right, so I believe you can all hear me. Yes, so this is we already set the price to 0 naira. Uh, so you know how that so this is strike. I want to show us this feature, show striked out original price. So let's say you put the book at you put the book at, let's say, 5,000 naira. You have valued the book at 5,000 naira, but you want to run a marketing such that what people get to see is 1,000 naira. I mean, some authors do this. What they do is that they actually the actual value they want to sell the book, their place on the book is 1,000 naira. But because of they want to carry out some marketing psychology, marketing I mean, just play around people's psychology and just give an overpriced value for the book. So they put 5,000 naira. Then it's now striked, so such that you now see just 1,000 naira. Or rather, sorry, this is what I mean, the other way around. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So this striked value. So I hope you get what I mean. So this is the original price. So, and you could also use this. Let's say you are running a discount. You're running a discount, a promo for a few days or for a few weeks. So this is the original price that people see. So it will now be striked out. When it is striked out, what people will now see as a selling price, what people now see is 1,000 naira. I want to confirm that you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
All
sir,
right.
we can hear
All
you.
right. All right.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
can
We are
hear you.
together. All right. Thank you. Yeah. So this is how it works. So you want to run a discount for a few days or a few weeks or a few, I mean, depends on you as an author. Let's say you want to do you want to publish the book on a certain date. Let's say today is 20th of September. You want people to be able to enjoy the discount for the next 10 days. So what they get to see as a striked out value is 5,000 naira, and what they eventually have to pay to buy the book is 1,000 naira. So depending on what works for you, you can just play around this such that you can drive conversation around your book sale. So this is where you get to put information about your book. I believe someone else is in the waiting room. Okay, someone is in the waiting room. Kindly just give me a few seconds while. All right. So this is where you put the description about the book. You put the description about the book. I mean, I use AI a lot, and I also recommend that um, you also use it for, I mean, to optimize your own processes as a seller online. I will tell AI, write a book summary, write a, let's say, write a 5 lines book summary for me. This book is centered around leadership for mid-level and mid-level career professionals, mid-level career professionals in Africa. I mean, it's up to you. You can actually just, I mean, why am I doing this? For the purpose of this training, so that we can all be together. Uh oh, okay. Okay. I did not ask for, okay, this is what I would do. I will do this and come back here. Um, so I remove the, so that's the summary of the book. So this is book category. So you want to put your product, your book, your content into different categories. So I said the book is on leadership, health. So we're going to find, sometimes you do not find a category that specifically uh, speak to the kind of content that you are putting out. So you want to look out for the closest possible, closest possible. So professional will most likely be it. Uh, so professional development, yeah, professional development, more like it, more like it. So you get to decide on which of the categories best suits the product you're putting out there. So is it, uh, I mean, you have to carefully look at them. If you are selling a health product, so you look at which of them works for you. If you're selling a software, if you're selling a book that is romance related, if you're selling a marketing material, but we are here, so at professional, right? And let's move on. Let's move on. We are making progress. I believe that we are together, we're in sync. There's nobody in the waiting room. All right. So let's say your book has different variants. So your book has different variants. Sometimes uh sometimes there could be different, there could be variants for your book. You could have uh, a typical variant would be, let's say, soft copy, then you have hard copy, then you have hard cover. The hard copy, you have hard cover, or you have just the normal hard copy. There's a normal hard copy book that we all have. Um, the thickness of the cover is just pretty much like regular, but there's a hard cover, really, really hard. That's a variant. I mean, it's the same book, the same content, but speaks to different audience. So there's certain audience that would like a very hard cover. There are some that would not mind. Of course, their prices will differ, right? And you get to also decide on what the variant will be. And sometimes, so that's an explanation of variants. Sometimes it could be that let's say you have series of the same book. So volume one, volume two, volume three, or series one, series two. So you want to include them in this particular section, right? So for the purpose of this, you probably have to explore that section yourself, right? And see how you can apply that. But we will not be working with a product variation. Um, the idea behind this is such that I will give us a almost simple, seamless experience so that you can actually uh, go around, have a walkthrough of how to um, publish your own material online. So, I mean, remove all the difficulty or technicalities that might be required. Of course, there are a lot of technicalities. I would just probably not go through them so that I do not bug you with them. So of course, this is a digital product. So we are putting more details about our product. It's a digital product that we selected. Of course, you remember we selected it. So for example, you could want to pre-order your book. You want to pre-order your material, your content, your products. You want to pre-order it such that the release date, you can set a release date to be the 1st of October. You can set the release date to be 1st of October. You can set the time to, let's say, 7 a.m. Yes. So some people get to, let's say they want to publish a book on their birthday. So 1 month to the birthday, they put the book available online. So people can actually pre-order their 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 products, right? So on the set day, date, and time, the book is available for people to purchase, right? So the implication of setting a pre-order date means that people cannot get the book yet. They can pre-order, but they won't get the book yet. So, but when you do not enable this, when you do not check this, I mean, the moment you publish it, it's available for anybody to actually get a hold of online, right? So this is where we will now go. So there are two options here. Okay, there's another option here that I want us to pay attention to. So this is so this option give buyer access to a file. So when you give buyers access to a file, so the file could either be a downloadable file or a read online only file. So let me explain what these two different things mean. So a downloadable file means that, let's say you have the book, your product, and you upload it. So your product is, let's say, a PDF file or a doc or a Word document file. So when you upload it here, because it's downloadable, anybody can, after they paid for it, that's if it's paid for. If it's free, they just have to go to checkout, and it allows them, they can download the book to their device, whatever device they're using to make that purchase. So the device could be either a, a mobile phone, a tablet, a laptop, whatever device they are using to access to make that purchase at that point in time. So they can actually use that to download it. So when they click on download, the file goes automatically to their device, to their local device. Then the other option here is read online only. Read online only. So the implication of this is that um, the buyer can only, after making payments, they can only have access to the file on seller platform. They do not have the file accessible on their local device. And you might be wondering, why is this? So for example, you have a material out there and it's in PDF, and you do not want the material to be flying around everywhere. For example, I was on Twitter today, that's X, formerly called Twitter, and uh, an author whose book is out there online. He saw someone on Twitter who was giving out the book, and he chatted up the person, and the person said he should chat him up in the DM, and he will give him the soft copy of the book. And the author was saying, I hope you know that you're talking to the author of this book, right? And that's one of the demerits of making it a downloadable file. Of course, it depends on you as a seller, what you want to achieve, right? If you do not mind, people can actually download it to their local device, and they can share it, they can transfer it to whatever place or wherever they want to transfer to, whatever device they want to transfer to. So, unlike with the read online only, they cannot download it to their device and they cannot share it. So you get to decide as a author which one works for you, right? And bear in mind that for downloadable file, the maximum you can upload is 750 MB, while for read online only, the maximum is 10 MB. So for the purpose of this training, we are going to use the downloadable file. I hope it's clear. I will give room for questions. If you have questions, you can actually take note of your questions so that you can ask. So this is where we now get to upload our book. So this is the product. If you remember well, Lorem Ipsum, this is the product, and I have uploaded the file. The file is about 42 kilobytes. It's not so heavy, just something very light. And the book is already uploaded. So there's a final option here I want us to pay attention to. Uh, so let's say this is unchecked. This is unchecked. Automatically redirect buyer to an external URL after a purchase. So for example, if you want people to come to, whenever people purchase your book, you want them to land on a particular page online, you can put that URL. So you can redirect them. So you check it, you put the URL. So let's say it could be your Facebook page, it could be your LinkedIn page. It can either be also, let's say you have a new book that you have a book that speaks to this particular book, or maybe a part two of this book or this content, this product that you are selling, a follow-up content. You can actually put the URL there such that um, your the buyer here can actually see that, oh, you have a part two of it. In fact, you can also put the link of the book. Let's say the book is hosted on Selar, so you can put the link there. And we're not going to put that. So we'll just click on create product. Let me give room for questions. If you have questions at this point, before we check out what is happening, let me give room for questions. If anyone has any questions before I progress. So I'll take it that we are clear and we do not have any questions. So look at this. Your product link is this. So this is my product link. I can copy the link. So my product is already available. Can you see my product? If you remember where I told us I was going to use the image of this training and look at the title of the book, Lorem Ipsum. Look at the author, Collins Okere. Look at the about the book that we put up there. See variant, none. I guess we forgot to uncheck it. But look at this. If you remember well, look at what I told us about the striking out. So it's 5,000 strike out. What is there is 1,000 on 1,000 naira. And look at this. So anybody can come here and click purchase, click to buy the book, and it takes them to check out. They put their name, their email, and they pay. They get to pay, right? So you can either pay by transfer, uh, you can either pay by your card, you can either choose your bank here and pay. You can either use USSD to pay, or you can pay via OPay. I mean, this is as simple as it gets. This is as simple as it gets. And you can now share this particular link with anybody and tell them your book is online. They can actually make purchase of your book. So you can always come here your book is live already. I mean, the book is live. Look at it, it's live. You can come here, make edits to the book. Yes. You can make updates to the book such that anybody, yes. So please, do we have questions? Do we have questions?
I have a question.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Evans.
Okay, yeah. Please, let's assume for that book you had set 1,000 naira. Now, for someone who is outside Nigeria, let's say in the States, and the person also wants to pay for that book, is there an option whereby he can make the payment and it converts, or how does that work out?
right, thank you very much for that question, Mr. Evans. So I do not know if you caught the section where I was talking about the payment. So this is the currency. Look at here. The current. I don't. Can you see here currency settings? So you can actually enable other currencies if they want to pay. You can update it such that other currencies are displayed, and so let's say let's update. Nah, it hasn't taken effect. It's just to take effect. It's yet to take effect. So it's still carrying the original, the initial one that I did. The variant is still showing. So I added, if you pay attention, I added other currencies. Let's say $1,000 is let's say 1,000 naira. Let's say $5. So the reason why this is showing for me in naira is because of my location and my currency. So if you are in if you are in a different location where you already set your amount to, I mean, if you're in a different location, it will uh, automatically, okay, look at, Mr. Evans, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so it will automatically reflect. So let's say, where is USD? Okay, this is USD. So, this is USD. So you remember what we did there about striking out there. So pretty much the same thing here. So by toggling it, you will see. I was thinking that it was location dependent. However, even from Nigeria, if you choose to pay in either of any of these currencies, I mean, you just have to go through the same process, and you see that the experience is different from just the Naira experience. So if it were the Naira experience, it just shows you those options. But for this, you are taken to where you can actually pay directly in British pound. Um, so I hope that answers your question. I don't know if we have any other question.
So it answers my question. The last one I have is when the customer has made his payment, I believe the money goes to seller. So like how does the settlement take place from seller to myself? Do I need to also have multiple accounts, like a USD account and then a Naira account, when seller is to do a settlement to me?
Okay, so for settlements, you can actually use your. I know that you. Okay, the account I have here, I added to this account. So this is my GT account, and you can actually use your GT account. I know that there's a way you can do. You can request for them to do the conversion for you and give you the equivalent in naira if that's what you want. You can as well. You can as well change your. You can as well change um You can as well change your card or your account, the account you want to receive that to receive the payment that you want. So this is my pay out account details. So this is what I actually have here. So you will, I mean, depending on what you want, depending on what bank you have, you can actually use it to receive your payments for Naira. And you can actually also use it to receive your Forex delivered to whatever Naira account that you have put in here. So this is this is mine, and this is how you can actually receive payments. I hope that's clear.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Does any other person have any other question?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Did I hear you saying that one can update his book after it has been sent to Selar?
Yes, you can always update it. So it's not like the moment you put it, that's the final, that's you can't make any changes. You can always make changes. You can always make changes. So let me, this is the book. This is the book this is the product I just published now. So I can always come here and make changes to, let's say I don't want to show striked out original price. So all people will just see is the sale price. So I can come here and update. So when I update it, it becomes updated here. So this is it. So there's no striked amount any longer here. Does that answer your question?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Yes. So you can make as much changes as you like. Um, you can make as much changes as you like to the book or to the product that you want to put out there. So depending on you, I uploaded a docx file here. Yours can be PDF depending on you or depending on what works for you as a digital product seller. Right. So I will always recommend you use Seller. It's straightforward. It's pretty much straightforward. If you are in Nigeria, you can receive payments. I mean, look at let me show us. So whenever this is your wallet. I mean, this is your wallet. If you that's your wallet for getting stores to purchase stores on Seller. Of course, you're not the only person selling on Seller. So I was trying to check for something. There's a detail I was looking for that shows how long it takes to get your how long it takes for you to get if you want to withdraw your I guess I missed that. I missed that, but I think it typically takes about around 24 hours. I believe the 24 hours is if I'm not mistaken, 24 hours is the ideal time that it takes for the whole settlement and your money comes to your account, right? So it's a lot easier, it's a lot faster. The platform is accessible to you at any point in time, anywhere around the world, and you can sell to anybody wherever they are on the surface of the earth, and you receive your payment also. So it works for you as a Nigerian digital product seller, and you can actually start selling your product immediately. I mean, immediately. It doesn't have to take you a review of 24 hours or 48 hours. I mean, almost immediately your book or your product, digital product, is accessible online for anyone wherever they find themselves. Yeah, so that's Seller.
I think
Maybe ask.
another question.
Okay, another question.
Yes. So will it be convenient for you to give us step by step of what you have just taught us now, step by step? If you live here, this is the next thing, this is the next thing, this is the next thing. Will it be convenient for us to get a summary of it?
Sure, you can get the summary. You can get the summary. First of all, this training is recorded. So that means that I would share I'll share the video link much later after I have uploaded it online. So you can always rewatch and understand all the you see the visuals of everything I did. And I can as well, I mean, because of your request, I can show us step by step of how to publish your book also, so that you can either have the video or you have the soft copy, so that whichever works for you, can actually just adapt to that. I hope that's clear.
Yes, thank you.
You are welcome, sir. Yes, in the absence of any other question, I would love to appreciate everyone for joining this training today. I do this training every month, and you can as well, I mean, you can be rest assured that you always get value for the time you will spend here. You get value to know what new products are out there, or how to maximize different digital platforms to put yourself out there, either as a digital product seller, as a digital product marketer, as an author, a writer, a producer, a publisher, whatever category you fall into, you definitely get value every time you come. So if you're on the WhatsApp group, I will share information for the next edition of this program, and I trust that I will build this community and we'll keep growing together. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is where we will draw the curtain for tonight's edition of selling your book, your digital product, as case may be, on Selar. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye for now. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Colley.